government officials insist that this is an isolated incident.
All right, hey, welcome back, folks. We're talking about get-home bags today. We just did a video on truck setup, and in that video, we showed you this amazing bag. We're gonna go through it, and I'm also gonna talk about my evolution of the different bags that I've had, the rationale behind of it, and then what's in it. So hopefully it'll help you as you begin to prepare and figure out what threats you would like to hedge yourself against. But before we jump into this, we got to give a shout out to our channel sponsor. Here we go. Survival gear galore in this video, and the place to get it is at sportsmansguide.com. If you visit their website, go to the product section, toggle down to the Warrior Poet store. You'll see all of our selections in a bunch of different categories, but if you hit the survival and camping section, you'll see some goodies specific to this video. So anyway, Sportsman's Guide, thanks for sponsoring this video. Let's go to it. All right, so the purpose of a get-home bag is if all of a sudden your vehicle you had to abandon for whatever reason, you're broke down, you needed to hoof at home or post-apocalyptic, whatever, you could jettison your vehicle somewhere, grab your bag, disappear into the woods or even an urban environment and survive for a few days. So it's stocked full of goodies. It's not a bug out bag as much. It's also not an everyday carry pack. This is more survival oriented. So I was going through different setups. I started with a bag like this. I really like these bags. All these bags are on our website. We found good products, so we're throwing them at you. Yay for capitalism. Support the society. Links below, all that jazz. And all the stuff that you're going to see in these videos, links down below, whether it's a service to you or it's going to help us out. Anyway, I like this because you can throw it on your back, disappear up and down mountains, and be good to go. However, when I think about truck, I ended up going to something like this. Was a lot easier to get stuff in and out of, and I found myself doing that quite frequently as I dip into my bags and use stuff. So it's just hard because everything kind of gets lost in it, and it's really a bit more for backpacking. I moved to something like this, and this guy is huge. If you look at my current bag like this is much easier to deal with, but I ended up packing just tons of stuff in there. I was ready for the apocalypse, right? And all the stuff went in, and it's just really, really heavy to deal with. By the way, you're probably thinking of like, why are you doing this? You need something with some straps. I'm like, no. This comes with straps, which is really cool. So this small guy right here, I can just throw on my back and have the advantages of a backpack, not quite as comfortable, but still the advantages of a backpack, and a little bit better utility for living out of a vehicle, which is really what I think it would come down to, right? Anyway, this just became just too big of a nuisance as my kids are in and out of the vehicle and I'm having to live life, and it becomes just so heavy. I didn't like my truck sucking down gas like crazy because I'm carrying around all this gear just in case the stars fell out of the sky. Now I use this more for staging kit. If you guys will check this out, I've got kind of like when I'm going to the range, I've got my range bag, which is awesome, but also this that allows me to have my war belt stuff and my body armor. And this side over here, I've got a helmet and night vision stuff. I've got a gun and some cool multicam stuff because you can't kill bad guys without multicam. Facts. Anyway, it just became too much of a nuisance. So I got here something a little bit more reasonable, though I had to jettison some of the fun survivalish things that I had. right, so the first thing I wanted to go through in this bag is one of its coolest features. I don't normally have a gun in this secret compartment because it's normally in a more readily accessible place in my vehicle, but I'm just showing you, you could do this. So on the side, if I unzip this side right here, you'll see I have a collapsed AR. This is with a law folder. I can extend this out and then rip this out of the, and then be good to go with an AR. So this is pretty cool. It just means you'll need that law folder to be able to get it small. This is an 11.5 barrel. This is one of the Landtac guys, but and it is a really tight fit. If you were less than 11.5, and I've got the BMD on there as well, you'd be real hard pressed to put in this bag. This bag, no problem. You can get all kinds of stuff in there, but tight fit, I did get it in with the 11.5. All right, that maxes out there. You can kind of see the secret compartment where it can go all the way back in there and then zip up. So I love this feature because I can have an AR hidden in this. That's pretty remarkable. Of course, this one will have it too. Going through the main compartment, you'll see I've got a little bit more staging for survival. Here's a few Mountain House meals. Straps are a really important thing. This comes with straps. So if I needed to, I would be able to just take the straps off, like so. Hook them in. This is good fun, guys. These are reinforced eyelets, seem pretty darn tough. Now, I'm ready to go. Yep, pretty darn good. And as long as I put something soft against my back, that feels pretty fine. I wouldn't want to take the whole Appalachian Trail with it, but in a pinch, I could walk miles and miles with this setup. All right, returning to the main compartment, you'll just see the goodies that I happen to place in there. Some people, their whole deal is emergency preparation. I've grown a whole lot over the years into that area, but I kind of minor on it. I major on more of the defensive gunfighting kind of stuff. That's where we really excel. So as I dip into this, have a little bit of grace with me, recognizing in some ways, especially the areas of security, we're going to be a really good go-to source. When it comes to lighting fires with soggy matches and stuff, there'll be other places to go. I have a ham radio on the ready and also a spare battery. This one is lithium ion that needs to be charged, and this one will run off AA battery. So I've got my bases kind of covered. I have an antenna in here somewhere. This is one of these Nalgene bottles, and I've got a whole list of stuff that I've put in here. So in there, all kinds of survivalish gears. This is a trash bag that you can use a trash bag for tons of stuff. If you're freezing to death, you could poke holes, one in the top, two in the sides, and wear that trash bag will remain a whole bunch of body heat, but there's a bunch of survival applications for a trash bag. I've got aluminum foil, knife, LED light, 550 cord, fishing kit, tape, compass, ferro rod for fires, water tablets, wood matches, a lighter, and a space blanket, all in there. So this is a really, really powerful thing. I wouldn't want to live off of it for a long time, but in a pinch, this can really help me out a lot. Right now, a buddy of mine who is really into the prepper space made this. This is a fishing rod, and it's got tape around it, some rubber bands from tires. This is fishing line. And then you got all the lures and hooks and stuff in the cigar tube. So pretty cool thing if I needed to fish. There we go. Pretty cool. Next is a survival knife. And typically for survival kind of things in bushcraft, having something that you can beat on can be a pretty good thing. But again, I'm not the survivalist dude. Here's a hammock and then a tarp that'll be able to cover me up. Sleeping bag, a bandana, tons of applications for survival that you can use this for, and then a waterproof jacket. Lastly, for this main compartment is one of these little Stanley cook sets. I like this because I can heat it over an open fire. I've got more wood matches, a lighter with a bunch of electrical tape around it. This is one of those Sterno fuel cans, and a spoon. Pretty fun. Last piece is this front pocket that I've got odds and ends in. Kind of hit this up. What I'd like is a better water filter. My better water filters, something a little bit more robust, is in my all my hiking packs, and it's just, I got all kinds of this stuff kind of spread out. So I'd like to get a better water filter, but for now that's what I've got. A simple GPS, pair of socks. The Ranger in me, of course, I'm gonna have an extra pair of socks. Toilet paper, because the corona bug is circulating, this is worth all the rest put together. What in the world was the big rush on toilet paper? People have no idea what they're doing when it comes to preparation. Here's a flashlight, and what I did is I taped up the batteries and put them in there. So for this to work, I've got to untape the batteries and take over the little cardboard pieces I put in between them so the batteries don't wear down when I'm not using it. But there's a flashlight. This is one of those little ferro rods. I like this a lot. I push down here and I go, pretty groovy. This is not my table. All right, very good. A lighter, some little flex ties, and some super glue. I've got some 22 ammo and a bunch more tape. I have a little silenced 22 in my EDC pack, so if I wanted to be able to shoot tiny stuff like that without obliterating it with my 5.56, then a little 22 ammo, another compass, some 550 cord, and that's tapping everything out. Inside of here, you see all kinds of pockets that you're able to store stuff in. That's pretty cool. Inside here, you're able to put firearms if you would like to, or anything you want in there. Also in the front, all kinds of organization pieces, stuff that holds pins and little small nuanced stuff. Ah, here's more tape. I don't know why I went so obsessed with tape on this. Tape is good, but holy cow, I got tape everywhere. Anyway, guys, that is my get home bag as of now. I'll probably adjust. You guys are gonna sound off in the comments with some really good stuff, and I may add that in. Chances are I probably had it before and took it out just because I don't want to carry all the things, right? But anyway, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, toggle the notifications bell to all, like, comment down below, share this video with somebody that could benefit from it. Thank you, channel sponsor, for hooking us up. And guys, we will see you next time.